Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to Vedic Heritage Jyotisha series part 2. If you think that Jyotisha does not play a part in your life, you may be in for a surprise. It is an integral part of Hindu belief, religion, tradition and practices. In the first video of this series, we had a short introduction to Jyotisha and its importance in the Vedic life. We also had an overview of the 6 Vedangas, of which Jyotisha is one. In this video and the next few, we will look at one main area of this science, timekeeping. As this subject is heavy on data, I have chosen to make them as multiple smaller videos. Do keep track and see them all, and you will be amazed at the system developed thousands of years back. Vedic Jyotisha or Vedanga Jyotisha originally involved 3 key areas of study: astronomy, study of heavenly bodies, the keeping of time, and astrology or use of astronomical data for predictions. The first function of astronomy is always the recording of the speed and motions of the sun and the moon relative to earth to understand the passage of time and to maintain calendar. The Hindu calendar is called the Panchanga. Greek historians refer to a calendar which originated in 6676 BCE known as the Saptarishi calendar. According to historian Subhash Kak, this is the oldest known historical reference in the world to a calendar. Why is a calendar so important, you may ask? Charting a good calendar is a requirement for any society. While we take the calendar for granted today, it took many years for people around the world to figure it out exactly. When people were dependent on monsoon for agriculture, knowledge of the timing of monsoons helped to plan the planting of crops and their harvest. Today, I know that the southwest monsoon sets in around May in the south of India and moves upward, but for that to be true every year, I need to have the month of May repeat in my calendar exactly 365 days later. And if I did not compensate the extra quarter day as a leap year every 4 years, I will have a seriously wrong calendar after a few decades. Envisaged during the Vedic times, the Indian calendar, Panchanga, is used even today by Hindus all around the world. These calendars follow traditional units of Hindu timekeeping. They help in marking the festivals and identifying auspicious times or muhurta for special occasions. Most of us are unfamiliar with it and approach pandits in time of need, but in fact this unique system, which has been in use for thousands of years, is not as difficult to use as we may believe. The Western Gregorian calendar that we follow today is based on the Earth's revolution around the Sun, a solar calendar, whereas the Hindu calendar is luni-solar, based both on the Moon and the Sun's motion. It is calculated by following their path in the sky when we look at them from the Earth. We will look into each aspect of the solar and lunar calendar system. In this episode, we will look at the solar day. A solar day can be calculated in 2 ways: the tropical solar day, Savana Ahoratram, and the sidereal solar day, Nakshatra Ahoratram. Ahoratram literally means day and night, and is also referred to as Divasa or Vasara. Savana Ahoratram is the day measured as the Earth's rate of rotation relative to the Sun, which is 24 hours. While standing on Earth, we see only the Sun's motion in the ecliptic or the visible portion of the Earth's sky. The day starts when the sun rises and ends at sunset. The night begins at sunset and ends at the next sunrise. Thus, the calculation of a day in the Panchanga is from one sunrise to the next. Sidereal time or Nakshatra Ahoratram is a time scale that is based on Earth's rotation measured relative to the fixed stars. Viewed from the same location, a star seen at one position in the sky will be seen at the same position on another night at the same sidereal time. This system is used by astronomers. A Nakshatra Ahoratram is approximately 23 hours 56 minutes and 4 seconds, 4 minutes less than the tropical day. While tropical days are used for regular use, Sidereal metrics help astronomical calculations. In the Hindu sidereal metrics, the smallest units we see were in fractions of microseconds. The Vedas refer to the Paramanu as the smallest celestial atom and Thruti as the time taken for 6 Paramanu to integrate, which is 1 by 1687th of a second. Liberal mention of time in fractions of microseconds is seen in all these texts. A microsecond can be described as 1 millionth of a second or 1,000th of a nanosecond. Usage of such small units of time points to an evolved mathematical and astronomical knowledge many thousands of years back. There are various mentions of time in the Vedas, Bhagavata Purana, Vishnu Purana, Mahabharata, Surya Siddhanta, etc. The day in sidereal metrics is divided into 30 muhurtas or 60 ghatikas and are further subdivided into pala, vipala and so on until the Thruti. You would like more detailed information on the various units of time in different systems, you can check out my blog page, link is given in the description below. Savana Ahoratram, tropical metrics, is a system of solar days convenient for everyday use. One Savana Ahoratra equals 12 horas of day and 12 horas of night. 3 horas make 1 yama or prahara, which is a quarter of a day or a quarter of a night. The concept of prahar was based on actual observable sunrise and sunset. The day starts at sunrise and is divided equally into 4 praharas until sunset, and the night starts at sunset and is divided equally into 4 praharas until sunrise. Where the relative length of the day and night varies according to the season, the prahara of the day will be longer or shorter than the prahara of the night. Some ragas of the Indian classical music are prescribed to be performed at a particular prahara to maximize their effects. In Sanskrit, samay means the appointed or proper time, right moment for doing anything. The correct time or prahara to play a raga has a relation to its thát or scale, the sound frequency. Sung in the appropriate time and in the proper way, Megh Malhar in Hindustani and Amrita Varshini in Carnatic music are believed to bring forth rain. These tropical solar days are slotted into a cycle of 7 days to a week or saptaha. These 7 days, being similar to the Western calendar, is thought by some to be a Western influence introduced later by the Greco-Roman influence, while others believe it to be knowledge which went out of India and returned. The Saptaha or week starts with Sunday, which is called Adivara, the first day. Each day is named after one of the grahas or heavenly bodies close to us. The names of the day follow the names of the grahas who are held as the lord of that day. Sunday, Ravivasara is ruled by Sun or Ravi. Monday, Somavasara is ruled by Moon or Soma. Tuesday, Mangalavasara is ruled by Mars or Mangal. Wednesday, Budhavasara is ruled by Mercury or Buddha. Thursday, Guruvasara or Brihaspati Vasara is ruled by Jupiter Brihaspati. Friday, Shukravasara is ruled by Venus Shukra. Saturday, Shani Vasara is ruled by Saturn Shani. Similar to the days, each hora is also governed by a graha who is considered a sub-lord of the day. For example, on Sunday, the lord of the day is Ravi or Surya, but at any point of the day or night, the hora can be ruled by a specific graha, say Jupiter or Saturn. Summing up the day in the solar calendar, sidereal day or nakshatra horatra is used in astronomy. It is 4 minutes short of the 24-hour day. It is divided into muhurtas, ghatikas, palas, vipalas and so on until fractions of seconds. The tropical day or Savana Horatra starts and ends at sunrise. There are 12 horas of day and 12 horas of night. There are 4 yamas or praharas per night and day. Ahoratras are grouped together as 7 days of the week or saptaha, each named after and ruled by one of the Navagraha. Now you may be wondering what is special about the Hindu calendar. It seems to be like any other calendar. What makes the Panchanga special? is the lunar day and the fact that both systems are used simultaneously. I will introduce the lunar calendar in the next video and the combination of lunisolar in the subsequent video. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to like and share. Thank you for watching. Harihi Om.